Hey, what's up, cats and kittens, and shout out to all my Cerebralites. It is me, the Cerebral Diva, and I'm back with another episode of ReaiTEA, and that's TEA because I give it to you scalding hot. So grab your cups, grab your saucers, gather around, and let's all partake in this libation of reality. But before you go another further, do yourself a favor, and while you're at it, please do me a solid. Take a second, hit that subscribe button, and once you've done that, take another second to hit that tiny little bell so you can turn on your notifications, and that way you'll be kept in the loop. Alright, you guys, so this is my first video in probably about 2.5 months. So if I'm rusty, please forgive me. I've been super busy. I moved recently. What else has been going on? Oh, I started a new job about 2.5 months ago. Somewhere about the time where you guys saw me disappear was the exact time that I was starting this new job. And this job was very intense training. There was so much training, so much information. It was a lot. So it required my 100% undivided attention. So I completed training. Not only did I complete training, but I slayed training, if I do say so myself. Head of the class. So I was excited about that. So training is over. I'm now into production, working pretty much every single day, which is great. In addition to working a job, I also have a business of my own that I'm running concurrently. So there isn't a whole lot of free time for me to come and talk on YouTube, but hopefully now that things are sort of, I'm getting on a more regulated schedule, that I'll be able to actually fit this in and come and talk to you guys at least a couple times a week. So anyhow, and I'm excited about that because this free time is happening right as the new season 10, I believe, if memory serves me correct, of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is about to begin. Now, this is going to be a really, really interesting season because, as most of you know by now, Kim's coming back, Nene's coming back, so, we're getting some of our OGs of the Atlanta franchise back, so I'm really excited about that. And so Kim is actually who I wanted to talk to you guys about briefly. So Kim and Kenya are obviously not huge fans of one another, and we saw that during the conclusion of season 9 with Kim and Kenya sort of going back and forth at Sheree's Chateau Sheree housewarming party, where Kenya snuck into the basement and she and Kim sort of had this heated exchange between the two of them because they just don't like each other. So Kenya sneaked into the basement. Kim was not a fan of that. She sort of stood up on Sheree's behalf, and she and Kenya got into this huge altercation. And ever since then, and even prior to that, there's been some bad blood between the two. So Kenya recently did an article with Us Magazine, and she said some not so nice things about Kim. And so Kim responded in kind by going on Twitter and saying some not so nice things about Kim. Now, the thing that she said the most that stood out to me was that people are going to be excited to find out that you're no longer holding a peach. Well, for one, I would be one of those people who would be disappointed that Kenya is not holding a peach. Say what you want about Kenya, whether you love her, whether you hate her. And it's the same thing for people like Brandi Glanville from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's one of those divisive personalities that people either love or they hate, but they have a visceral response to her. And it's the same thing with Kenya. I happen to be a person who's partial to Kenya for whatever reason. I just really enjoy, I think she makes great television. So I really enjoy her being on the show. And for the past couple of years, especially since Nene left, to me there have been 3 people who have really kept that franchise afloat. And that would be Kandi, Portia, and I'm not a huge fan of Portia, but if I'm being completely honest, Portia is one of the reasons why people tune in to watch the show, because she's unhinged. You never know what she's going to say, what she's going to do. She's unpredictable. She's ebullient. She's mercurial. She's all of those things that make for great television. So people tune in specifically to watch that. So you can dislike her all you want, but Portia makes good television. So I happen to be a person who's not fond of Portia, but I still think that she's great for the show. And it's the same thing when it comes to Kenya. There are a lot of people who don't like Kenya, but people need to understand this is reality TV. And if there isn't conflict, if there isn't a nemesis, if there isn't, a protagonist, an antagonist, what have you, then you have no show. Someone has to be the villain. And Kenya, I think, has done a fantastic job at striking sort of a chord between being the villain and being the person that you feel sorry for, that you want to see do well, that you're rooting for. And so for that reason, I happen to appreciate what she brings to the show. So anyhow, back to the story at hand. So Kim tweeted that people are going to be excited to see Kenya not holding a peach. And part of the reason that she's not holding a peach is some of you may recall that over the summer, Kenya was actually married to a mystery man. I do believe his identity has been revealed since that point in time, but I don't care to do the digging. If you want to find out, just Google it. I'm sure the information is available. So she was married, and at the time she was married, there was a lot of scuttlebutt around whether or not he would be appearing on the show. Now, if memory serves me correctly, Kenya was sort of adamant about not putting her relationship on the show because she didn't want to make it susceptible to criticism and fodder, which I think is probably one of the most intelligent things that you can do if this is an actual relationship. And, a lot of her castmates have sort of been, you know, raising an eyebrow at whether or not this marriage was actually a legit marriage. And I don't know, and to be completely honest with you, I don't care. If she's happy, if he's happy, it's really not my business whether it's legit or not. I really don't care. But because of Kenya's past, people are a bit skeptical about whether or not her relationships are legit or not, which boggles my mind because say what you want about Kenya. One thing you cannot say is that she's an attractive woman. She's going to be able to find a man. Men are going to find her attractive. Not only is she attractive, but she's successful and she's intelligent. Does she have a little crazy? Absolutely. She definitely has some crazy. But there are men who will put up with a whole lot less than Kenya's crazy, to be with the average woman. So I don't think that Kenya, this whole sort of belief that Kenya has trouble finding a man, to me is mind-boggling because I don't see that. I don't see that being a problem for her. She got 99 problems, but a gay one. So anyway, so if she's not holding the peach, this is huge news. I'm not sure exactly how this will play out, but maybe Kenya's being smart. Maybe she's not. She's intentionally not holding the peach, and she's intentionally not revealing her relationship to Bravo. Maybe she's working on her own reality TV show. We know that she's done some television production in the past, which I think would be smart to, if you're going to have a reality television show where you're going to be chronicling your relationship, your new marriage, why not get the lion's share of the profits off of that? And why, give that to Bravo for a fraction? I think it would be smart for her not to really give Bravo the exclusive rights or the exclusive debut of that relationship. I think it's smart for her not to put a relationship on Bravo. So anyhow, you guys, that's really it. I just wanted to come to you guys and talk to you guys briefly about what's happening on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I work Sundays, so chances are in terms of reviews, my reviews won't be up until maybe Monday or Tuesday, so I know it'll be pretty late, but don't judge me, you guys. I'm busy. I'm booked. I'm booked. So it's a little complex for me to be as readily available as I like. But in the interim, just check back. I will definitely be trying to talk to you guys. There was some love and hip hop stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's already passed. So I feel like it's water under the bridge. But I promise you. Let me not say promise because I hate to not keep my promises. I'm going to try my best to get back to a normal schedule where I'm making videos and communicating with you guys because hopefully you miss me as much as I miss you. With that being said, I'm out and I'll talk to you guys again soon. And that concludes this episode. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and please share if you feel so inclined. Remember to follow me across all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Also remember, it is better to be pissed off than it is to be pissed on. And as always, in closing, people, remember to live better, love harder, and think smarter. It is me, the Cerebral Diva. I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day, and as always, thank you for listening.